Germany is an incredible country packed with amazing museums, vibrant cities, friendly people, and of course, it's home to Oktoberfest. With so much here to see and do, I've put together a list of the top 10 tourist attractions that are definitely worth checking out during your time here. I've also linked the best booking site that I use for things like attractions, tours, and activities when I'm traveling in the description box. So if you see something that you like in this video, just click on the link, book now, and pay later. It's super flexible. Let's start with number 10. 10. German National Museum. This museum in Nuremberg is one of the best museums around, with a collection focused on three main themes: archaeology, ethnology, and exhibits from the Middle Ages and early modern periods. Visitors can explore all kinds of interesting things, from ancient artifacts to cultural studies and historical displays. What's great is that the museum often hosts special exhibitions throughout the year, so there's always something new and exciting to see. It's a great place to learn about Germany's rich history and culture, and it's definitely worth a visit if you're in Nuremberg. 9. Hohenzollern Castle. This castle is in Hechingen, a town in the southwest of Germany. It's been around since the 12th century and has architecture inspired by the Romans. Over its 800 years of history, it's been home to many different families. At one point, the Hohenzollern family lived here, and they're the ones who gave their name to the German royal family. Now it's a museum. They offer tours all year round, except during the Christmas and New Year holidays. Inside the museum, you'll find all sorts of interesting things, like paintings and beautiful wall hangings that show scenes from the Bible. 8. Nuremberg Castle. This is an ancient fortress nestled in Bavaria, Germany. It sits atop a hill called Castle Hill, overlooking the historic center of Nuremberg. Over the centuries, the castle has seen many changes, with the most recent major expansion happening in 1873 under King Ludwig II of Bavaria, who added a new outer section with about 20 rooms and 4 towers. Today, Nuremberg Castle is a hub of activity, hosting several museums and drawing visitors from all over the world. One standout attraction is the Dungeon Museum, where you can see all kinds of medieval punishment tools used in Central Europe. Creepy but interesting. 7. Hellebrunn Zoo. This is a pretty famous spot in Munich known for its wide range of animals, cool exhibits, and fun things to do. One thing that stands out is the massive aquarium. It's actually the biggest one in all of Germany. You can see all sorts of sea creatures swimming around in there. And they've got this incredible butterfly area where you can see lots of colorful butterflies flying around. Plus, there's a spot where you can walk among the birds, and sometimes they'll even come and hang out with you. 6. Rhine Falls, Switzerland. This is right next to the German border. They're the biggest waterfalls in Europe and are one of the most stunning natural sights you'll ever see. People are always amazed when they visit because the water flows at an average rate of 600 cubic meters per second, which is about 2/3 of the flow of Niagara Falls in the United States. Even though the falls are in Switzerland, it's super easy for visitors to get there from Germany. When you visit the Rhine Falls, you can stand up high above the waterfall and feel the power of the water as it crashes down below. You can also take a beautiful boat ride to get up close and personal with the falls, as well as explore the nearby castles and the big rock right in the middle of the waterfall. 5. Munich Residence. This is a stunning palace in Bavaria designed by Domenico Dell'Alio and built between 1468 and 1574. It used to be home to the Bavarian monarchs from the House of Wittelsbach. However, it became a museum in 1905 after King Ludwig II was removed from power by Otto von Bismarck. Today, it's considered one of Germany's most important cultural landmarks, showcasing beautiful Italian architecture. Visitors come from all over to see this impressive palace, with its 4 wings surrounding a central courtyard. Inside, you'll find countless breathtaking ceremonial rooms, including throne rooms, libraries, and a magnificent banquet hall. It's a must-see for anyone interested in history and architecture. 4. Neuschwanstein Castle. This fairy tale-like castle overlooks the village of Hohenschwangau near Füssen, a town in southwest Bavaria. It was commissioned by Ludwig II of Bavaria as a tribute to the composer Richard Wagner and also served as a personal retreat for the king. The castle became open to tourists in 1886 following the king's death, and since then, it has welcomed over 60 million visitors from around the world. What makes Neuschwanstein even more fascinating is its appearance in different movies, including Star Wars Episode II. Attack of the Clones, The Great Race, The Lone Ranger, and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, among others. It's a celebrity of a castle worth seeing. 3. Cologne Cathedral. This stunning Gothic church is right in the heart of Cologne. It's super important for Roman Catholics because it's not just a church where they worship, but it's also full of history. This cathedral is a big deal for tourists too. It's one of the most popular places to visit in Germany. And besides being really impressive, the cathedral tells us a lot about what happened in Cologne during the 12th century. The archbishop at the time, Konrad von Hochstaden, decided to build this huge church to replace smaller ones in the city. This cathedral even survived World War II, even though it got really damaged. They rebuilt it using parts from another church that fell down, which is pretty incredible. 2. Brandenburg Gate. This is a big symbol of Germany coming together as a country. Karl Gotthard Langhans came up with the design for the gate. They built it to remember when Prussia beat France in a war. The gate is really tall, about 60 feet. One side has statues of important Prussian leaders, and the other side used to be a place where people gave speeches during wartime. The Brandenburg Gate is all about peace, strength, and countries working together. If you look at each side of the gate, you'll see symbols of the countries that used to rule over Germany. Sanssouci Palace and Gardens. This is a special place that got recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site in 1990. But before that, it was where King Frederick of Prussia spent his summers from 1740 to 1786. People love visiting Sanssouci because it's one of the best tourist spots around. Why? Well, it's got these amazing fountains, really well-kept gardens, and around 1,000 gorgeous sculptures scattered all over the place. And the best part? Visitors can wander around the beautiful gardens of the park freely. Sanssouci Palace and Gardens is a must-see if you're in Potsdam. It's a magical place where you can soak in history and nature all at once. Which attractions have you been to or would you like to visit? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate if you like and subscribe for more.